We're going to start out this video with a question. So, you've got a choice between the Ruger Vaquero and the Ruger Blackhawk. Which one do you choose? If you could come up with that answer right away, please leave me a comment down below. For everybody else that's still undecided, we're going to take a little look at both of these revolvers today. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a quick look at the Ruger Vaquero and the Ruger Blackhawk, compare models a little bit, and maybe give you a little more insight on which one would be for you. Now, it's important before we get started here to realize that we're talking about a comparison between the two models, not between the two examples that I have today. The Ruger Blackhawk I have today is chambered in .357 Magnum. And the Ruger Vaquero example I have today is chambered in .45 Long Colt. Now, obviously, there is a discrepancy in the barrel length here as well. So, like I say, we're going to be comparing the models, not the examples. Finally, I'm going to be calling these the Vaquero and the Blackhawk, when technically they are stamped the new Vaquero and the new model Blackhawk. With all that said and out of the way, let's go to the bench. So here we are on the bench with the Vaquero and the Blackhawk. And first thing, I want to tip these up, open the loading gate, spin the cylinder, and just double check, make sure that we're clear and safe. And we are. Now, before we get into some of the similarities and differences, another little caveat of this is there are some special edition Ruger Vaqueros and Ruger Blackhawks out there. The Tallow edition, for example, the Lipsy edition. And what we're focusing on today is taking a look at what are the standard catalog models as far as the Vaquero and the Blackhawk. Now, both of these are going to be single action revolvers. That means you have to pull the hammer back before you can fire. Both are going to be available in a blued as well as what you see here, the stainless finish. Both are going to have 6-shot cylinders, and both are going to have an 8-groove rifled barrel. Another similarity to these two outside of, like I said, those special editions is going to be the grips. Notice the grip design, and notice the trigger guards and the bottom portion of the frames, as well as the loading gates. Triggers, hammers, all of that is similar. They start to differ, however, in a couple of different ways. You're probably already seeing that as far as visually here. Easy to notice. If you check out the upper portion of the frame here on the Blackhawk, you'll notice that it's a much more robust, much thicker frame than the top strap here on the Vaquero. Also, as far as differences, we can look at the sights. The Vaquero obviously has a big fixed front blade, and if we tilt the receiver up, we'll see what they call gutter sights or whatever. They're kind of made into the frame here. The Blackhawk, on the other hand, has a completely adjustable rear sight, and the front blade, you'll notice, has a pin that holds that into a little riser here. You could knock that pin out and replace that sight if you wanted to do some type of upgrade. Now, production started on the Ruger Blackhawk back in 1955, whereas production on the Ruger Vaquero started in 1993. Now, besides a few differences with aesthetics and with features on these revolvers, with the product line, the availability of different variants is going to be different as well. The Ruger Vaquero, for example, again, the standard catalog line, is only available in .357 Magnum and .45 Colt, with barrel lengths of 4.62 inches and 5.5 inches. I can't even find the 7.5-inch barrel in the current catalogs. If I'm wrong about that, if they do still make the 7.5 inch and I'm just not seeing it somewhere, by all means, hit me up in the comments below and let me know. Now, the unloaded weight of the Ruger Vaquero is going to be 40 to 44 ounces in relation to the barrel length. With the Ruger Blackhawk, there's a lot more options available. You can get these chambered in 30 carbine, 357 Magnum, 41 Magnum, and 45 Colt. The Ruger Blackhawk is also available in a 4.62 all the way up to a 7.5 inch barrel. And the weight range on the Ruger Blackhawk is going to be 39 ounces to 46 ounces, again in relation to the barrel length. Now, because the Ruger Blackhawk has a few, let's say, modern features, if you're looking for a true old school cowboy revolver, the Vaquero is probably the one you're thinking about. That said, of the two, between the Ruger Vaquero and the Ruger Blackhawk, my pick is going to be the Ruger Blackhawk. Before you get out of here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. And also, remember, the conversation can always continue in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Till next time, don't forget to chain fire freedom.